I don't think it can run 720p video. Anyway, let's check. Maybe it will only play audio, not video. Let's try it. It's taking time to load. Yes, 720p, even 720p is working. Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. So in this video we are going to talk about Nokia N8. So this is one of the best device from 2010, basically known for its camera performance, which has a really good camera for that time. In the same year, actually, iPhone has released their iPhone 4. It also has a very capable camera, but this one is actually really ahead of its time, the camera module and other things. So basically I have many of them I have collected, but most of them actually the battery is died out because I have not been using those devices a long time. Even this device also, the green one, which I really like, but its battery is died out now. So let's keep it aside and let's talk about these two here. So here I have two of them. This device is actually really good for that time, and it has really good specs also. Like it's all came with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, 3G, and also have like maybe 600 or 700 megahertz processor, single core processor with maybe 128 MB of RAM. And one of the best thing about this device, they have like 16 gig of built-in storage. For 2010 device actually is a lot. So both of them actually has a lot to offer for 2010, and they actually really work, but because of their software performance they actually did not work that well for the general public. They didn't really love that much the UI and other things, but after the few updates they actually improved a lot. Like the OS here, actually they're a lot improved when they released with this device. The software released with this device actually is very bare bone. They were made for actually for like keypad device. They just put it in touchscreen devices, so that's why the OS was not that intuitive. But now after few updates, this actually the OS actually working really well. So I have this device actually running on kind of same software, but one of them is custom and one of them is official software. Let's go and show you. So star hash. So as you can see here, both of them running on same software, but when you see the custom version, so this one is created with Nokia Cooker because this device firmware is modified. So there are made benefits if you install modified firmware, because nowadays installing software on this device is actually really difficult. But if you install a modified software, then the software will allow you to install any app, whether it is like the old one or new one. All of the sys app does work on this device. So as I said, this device is very known for their camera, and I made a detailed video about camera and other things for about this device long ago actually. So but today's video actually about like software experience, how it's working nowadays. So as I said, it is like does support 3G and other things, so the network and other things working just fine. And also we have dual band Wi-Fi here, so 5 GHz band does support on this device actually. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Let's check like Wi-Fi, it is supporting 5 GHz or not, because I'm not really using this device for a very long time. So I just yeah, I can't really see 5 GHz Wi-Fi right now. But anyway, let's put them aside. So as I said, if you install a custom firmware on this device, actually you can do a lot of things here. Basically in custom firmware you can install any apps which release for sys devices, like Symbian devices. So in this case I have installed a lot of them here, not really a lot, but basic stuffs are here. So this device actually has like Opera Mini. If you go to tools option here, there you'll see ROM patcher, which actually patch this device, and other things like Explorer and other things. Not really, I don't really use that much this device, but I have installed few of the application here. So basically if you have this device or any of the Nokia Symbian device which has touch screen, it will be great like if you install AppList and also SysStore Lite. So in that case, in this device is actually like these two application includes a lot of softwares for these devices. So as I am connected to Wi-Fi, let's check. let's check this will work or not. Yes, it is loading. So it said error. Let's go check application part. So as you can see here, this application you can install. It's really easy to install. It's like a, if you use like your Android device, so same to that. So if you go to file notes and if you put on download now, so it will download it and install it, so free. And we are going now. So it will go through like browser, so you have to close your browser before using this application. Otherwise, if you browser is open, sometimes they don't load the page. But this actually does work. I really prefer CC Store. Actually, it works better than this. So if I go to CC Store, sometimes they don't really, they may give you some problem, but they does work. So if I go to CC Store, CC Store has a lot to offer. Actually, they have like categories. You can install applications, you can go with themes and other things. They have news section and a lot of things are here. So if you come here, you see apps and widgets, weather, office, camera and photos, file manager, cloud, GPS, internet, and whatever you. And if you go to game section, there are a lot of them actually. So if I go to game section here, so action, adventure, sport, strategy, puzzle and cards, so whatever you need you can find here. So most of them work with this device. So like if I want to install, so let's try a small apps, not like big one. So let's install Predators. So click on download, so it will go through browser. Sometimes the website does not work actually, but most of the time they do work. Maybe sometimes they remove the apps, that's why they don't work. Like this time you see the Predator apps is not downloading. Maybe, yeah, it started now. Yeah, okay, and installing. Yes, now we can play this game. It's really easy to install apps on this device if you have CC Store. So CC Store does work on many of the devices, like all the Symbian device which has touch screen, even Nokia E6 also, they work on both. But in Nokia E6 you will not be able to play most of the games, because most of the games actually built for touch screen devices like this. You have, and Nokia device you cannot, the Nokia E6 cannot do. Yep. So you can play most of the games actually. So now about YouTube. So as I said, if you want to install YouTube, you can install, like if I go, let's install YouTube here. Go. I don't know the page will load or not, because they have some issue to load the page on this kind of devices. So we will install JetTube here, and JetTube is working on my most of the devices I have tried, and should be working on this device too. So let's go JetTube. The display is actually really nice. The AMOLED panel on this kind of device is actually really nice, and I haven't seen any kind of burn-in issue, although I have been using this device for a long time. And this device is actually from 2010. Even all of them have mostly have like original display on these devices, but still the works really well. So Opera Mini is having some issue because the time is not correct. Let's go and first fix the time. Phone section, if I go phone section and date and time, so we are in wrong location. The length, so should be, let's okay, today is 01/09/2023, and the time we have to do it from here. So now it's 07:37. Okay, let's do it 12. Okay, should be PM. Okay, now it should work actually. Let's do it again. Suggest you. Yes, it worked, as you can see. So we have to find out the JetTube website and then project JetTube. Yeah, it did load the page now, so we can install Jet version or the direct version from here. Continue the browser. Okay, save to documents. open it. Yeah, it's installing the app now. So you can go to webtrick.com also to install few of the apps, but I really prefer CC Store because it has a lot of to offer. Okay, now JetTube is installing now. It's really easy actually. Let's go. Yes, so connect to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, it did load all the pages. Let's go and like check our one of the NCS music. So the keyboard here is not really great on this device. It's really bad. I don't really like keyboard on this device, but you can install Swift keyboard on this, which which is really better than this, which really like keyboard from ICS, Android ICS. So it's good actually, and you can install that too if you want. But I'm not really using these devices for a long time, so I'm not going to install any kind of those things. So let's go try to play YouTube. One problem with this like JTube here actually is that you can play videos in 144p, but when you go to 360p they don't work, even most of the device. Yeah, maybe this one is running on 360p. You can see that actually it's not in 144p. Sound quality is really good on this device actually. Even not only with this device, most of the Nokia devices has really good sound. And let me check like which the video is playing on. So it's running on 360p in the videos in this device actually. So that's why those actually looking really great. Let's check it can play 720p video or not. I don't think it can run 720p video. Anyway, let's check. Maybe it will only play audio, not video. Let's try it. It's taking time to load. Yes, 720p, even 720p is working. It's amazing actually, the 720p video working on this device from YouTube. So if you like want to watch YouTube, it can be done actually really easily on this device. So you can install JTube here. Let's check one of my video, although I don't really like my videos. So if I random repairs, this keyboard is really crazy. Okay, let it be. So let's check other things, like if you go here in Opera Mini, you can still use Facebook here by browser. Actually, it's really usable. If you have used like old Nokia's in 2011 or 12, if the experience is similar to that. The application, like the Facebook application, doesn't work anymore. The one we used to use in Java devices, it doesn't work anymore, and the one built for Symbian devices also doesn't work anymore. Even maybe the Skype is still working, but I don't think anyone will use this device for Skype. And that's all about like application and installing, like playing and other things. Let's go and check one more thing here. As I said, the camera here is really good. It has xenon flash, as you can see. It's a 12 megapixel camera, and it has a built-in ND filter. So if I turn on the camera, so if it hits like direct light, it will turn on the ND filter. Let's check it turn on or not. I have showed that actually a long time ago. It is using like ND filter, it turning on when it see like bright light, but now it is like not working that well. Still, it is not turning on the ND filter. Anyway, let's try to take a photo here. So tap to focus does work on this device. You have to use your shutter key. So let's press half press to focus and full press to take the photo, and it does take really good photos, although it is has no HDR mode and anything like that. But all the things actually here actually works very well, and you will not have any issue with the camera. The camera UI is also really good. They don't have actually tons of features, but they does serve well for 2010 device. So if I go out camera, if you can use front camera too. The front camera is not really great, and you can have like portrait, close up, night shot, sports, landscape, and also you can go to custom, select, and you can select like custom profile, which is really great. So if you are using this device and if you want need a custom setting, you can do that. Also we have like grid, white balance, exposure, ISO, contrast, and everything here. Actually a lot of things actually here. You can change. Just we don't have like shutter speed control here, but most of the things here actually. So really great for the device which actually released in 2010. So basically this device is still working. Phone call does work, messaging also work, but I don't think you will use for messaging this device. And sound quality really great. You can use it for music, and it also have like HDMI port, and we have a 3.5 headphone jack. Also we have music control, and we have a lock switch, which is weird, but the Nokia devices use this kind of thing from long time. But nowadays they use like the press one. So really great device, and I really like this device. But the software actually holding this back, but it's still working. So that's all about Nokia N8. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.